Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. The Quartermaster is back in the team and he is raring to go. I was just having a little look at the kind of things that we could do in terms of upgrading, and I remember that we'd already upgraded the Scroll of Judgment with the increased move. That's pretty nice. The stun that we're introducing on the bottom, it would be great if we could add a wound to it, because by itself it's pretty powerful, but a wound would make it even better. The club, we could probably put a disarm on the bottom as well, so we've got a choice between strong attack or utility attack. Scroll of Lightning, we can't really do anything on the top here, but the push on the bottom we could throw, because it affects all enemies, we could throw a wound on it, we could throw a disarm on it. It's even a curse on it could be really, really powerful if you run into the middle of a group of people. Beyond that, the only thing that we really want to do is Iron Bulwark. And that's going to cost 200 if we stick another shield on it, or 100 if we stick a Bless or Strengthen. It moves fast enough that a Strengthen could be worthwhile. I'm not against that as an idea. Let's stick Strengthen on this for now. But we're definitely at the point in the game where everything is expensive. Alright, we have a Quartermaster quest to go after. So discover what's happening inside the Demon's Gate vault. We need to kill all enemies. That seems pretty straightforward. We've got some pretty strong-ish guys, but we've got a lot of utility here. So let's see how we do. No encounter along the way. The Demon's Gate vault sits underneath one of the city's ornate historical buildings and is rarely seen by regular citizens. The council uses the ancient space to store its most important assets, including spare equipment for the city guard. Right now, though, all you see is fancy stone wall. Following instructions from the Quartermaster, you place the key in the vault and the simple receptacle on the wall's centre. Two rectangles on the left and right sides of the wall sink in and disappear, revealing two short, identical corridors. Splitting up and moving within, you find pressure plates at the end of each corridor. Despite standing on them, nothing happens. You turn to look behind you, but your attention is stolen by a deep rumble as the corridor's dead ends remove themselves, opening you up to the age-old splendour and questionable odours of the vault's main chambers. You could be imagining things, or the darkness could be hissing. Okay, we are definitely a professional with the Quartermaster. We're going to be using lots of equipment. That is the general reason for him to exist. For the Nightshroud, allow none of your allies to become exhausted, because if they become exhausted, we lose anyway. And yes, we are starting separated. Isn't this vault meant to be sealed? Well, there must be a breach somewhere. We'll have to find it. Well, hurry up and get rid of the snakes at least. This place gives me the creeps. So it doesn't look like we've got too much on the go right this second. Obviously, we've got two elite snakes in here, and we have a very, very angry hound elite. So we're probably going to want to push him back. We've got a regular hound over this side and a giant viper elite. So I'm not particularly enamored by any of this, if I'm honest. But none of it, I say none of it, has any form of protection. So, Black Arrow. Maybe we spend the entire time invisible, actually. If we're going to be invisible, Wings of the Night is the best thing for us to do to become invisible. We're going to want to go reasonably quickly. And we can push something back into this trap. Yes. A plan is coming together. Okay, so Doomed Breeze, Wings of the Night. That's the general feeling I've got at the moment. Without these guys repositioning or coming closer to us, it's going to be hard to utilise that trap effectively. So we'll start with that. Over this side, what have we got that can push people back? rope spider is kind of amusing. Scroll of Lightning is the only thing that directly does it. I don't think we have anything that pulls either. We've got a fair amount of ranged stuff. I'm half tempted to... Well, actually. So what I was thinking is like stun and have a Scroll of Lightning. I think Scroll of Lightning on this guy makes a lot of sense, but we need to shield ourselves up first. So Iron Bulwark, Scroll of Lightning. And then the following turn we could reforge to get back those 2 cards while doing something else. And I think that's a good enough start. We're moving faster than the Hound. That's the most important thing in my thoughts for that. Now here's an interesting idea. If I use the boots of sprinting, we can actually make it onto the difficult terrain and push this guy onto the trap. I quite like that. Does mean we're moving away from the pressure plate, which I'm assuming is going to open up the other guy's door. So we don't want to push the pressure plate just yet. Secure the room first. So skip the rest of the movement, get the curse on you. We could... Let's have a look at what they're doing. They're going to attack lots. Yeah, we want to be invisible for this. So, Mask of Terror. This we can use all the time. We don't need to pick and choose. So, give him a hit. And push him onto the trap. So that's great. We can kill him off nice and easily next turn. Should we choose? Right. Let's start off with the Iron Bulwark. So give myself a little bit of shielding. And we've stunned him. That's great. Let's get that Scroll of Lightning back right now, and we can hit him again next turn. Almost feel sorry for them. Okay, down on this side, we want to step in and we want to generate dark, but we want to do it slowly. So, if we're doing it slowly, let's step in with Silent Force, and let's kill with Grim Sustenance because that will keep us invisible. Actually... that is not quite going to work the way I want. So we need to step in with Silent Force and then kill with Cloak of Shade. That will be visible, but we'll be moving after this guy, so hopefully next turn we can then Dancing Shadows move quickly and just kill him. Over this side, we could spear through with Impaling Spear. We'd need to move up in order to do that. Which I'm not against trying. The Hound is moving faster, but it's going to muddle us. That's a pain. Or at least I thought he was going to muddle us. I still feel like it's worth us stabbing through on both of these. Because we could use the ancient drill to do even more on it. That's what we're going to do. Step in. Impaling spear with a big hit going this way while strengthened. Extra target. I'll have you. Two kills, one very nearly taken out. I am happy with that. We'll need to take care of our healing, but overall, we're in a very nice place. Step in, have the stab. Didn't kill him. We should still be able to get him next turn, but obviously that's not ideal. So Dancing Shadows and Spirit of the Night, we're going to take you out, and we don't really have anything that would work on the bottom. So we're going to have to face the Viper's wrath. Hasten Step will let us kill you. And we don't really have any lootable or looting cards, so Hasten Step will end up on a thing for gold, so we can use Reforge to get some cards back. That's a good use of our time. So, Nightshroud, do the needful first. And we may as well step on it. In fact, we can loot with Grim Sustenance next turn. So just give him a disadvantage on attacking us. That is not exactly what I was hoping for. I mean, we got him killed. It's just either we get 2 cards back or we loot a bit faster. I think probably it's going to be better for us to get the cards back at this point. Yeah, let's say Hasten Step and Iron Bulwark. We'll probably end up resting before we move out of this room, but hey, cool. We just suffered the poison. That's no biggie. Right. Black Arrow, Grim Sustenance. Over here, we're going to want to grab what we can. So, Crippling Bow, Giant Club may as well. Try this again. Very nice. And now's a good time to use the stamina potion, so we don't quite need to rest just yet. Let's say if we're going to do Armor of the Night, let's give us something that moves on the top. So Dancing Shadows, I think. That'll get us onto the pressure plate. And over here, I think we want to back away as much as is feasible. And next turn we'll try and cure that poison on us. Which we can't quite do because it is on Sharpening Kit. Our healing is on Sharpening Kit. Okay, that's no problem. Let's say Scroll of Lightning and a Hastened Step for the moment. So, Nightshroud, what have we got going on? Skip the attack. Not seeing anything move just yet. That's the door that's opened. So where's the switch for you to get out? Living bones? Great. It's worse than snakes. Oh, can you just walk through that door? Yeah, you can just walk through the door. That's fine. Whatever, let the animal in is likely brought in the living bones. I'm sure we'll find our clues in this room. Glad we got a little bit of shielding. Let's use those two to get some retaliation damage out. I'm not too worried about the Nightshroud, but I think we should leave the money and post-haste our way across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're only going to get to here this turn. Even jumping. What kind of crazy walk was that, Quartermaster? Okay, Nightshroud. Short rest. Yeah, you can lose Cloak of Shade. So I think we should go invisible for one with Black Arrow, and we should kill this guy with Spirit of the Night before he starts healing up. That's going to buy us a little bit of time. And over this side, Scroll of Judgment could be used to move in and stun one who is stunned, like who would be standing still, and Iron Bulwark to hit him after that. Cool, this is going to work exactly as I planned. So, first up, murder. Secondly, going invisible. And now the enemy just stand around not knowing what they're going to be doing. So, Quartermaster, we can open this up. Get straight up next to this guy. Stick a stun on him for good measure. Didn't need the stun, got him killed. Okay. Getting in amongst these guys is now the priority. Doomed Breeze will move us in. 1, 2, 3. And Wings of the Night will make us invisible again. But that doesn't give us a... Well, we're not going to use Spirit of the Night. So, yeah. Wings of the Night. In fact, no, let's say Grim Sustenance, because we're already invisible. So that'll keep us invisible and keep things working nicely. Quartermaster, we could long rest you. You've got the health. I'm not too worried about that. Let's do that, and that'll heal up your poison. So stepping on in. Here's a curse. Oh, that's a decent stab. Being immobilized is not a problem for us at the moment. Okay, Quartermaster, get rid of that poison. And what are we going to lose? I think possibly the Scroll of Judgment, although it is the only stun thing that we've got. Maybe we'll lose Impaling Spear. It is situational for things being in the right place at the right time. That being said, we can get our Ancient Drill back if we need to with Reforge. Okay, let's try and kill this guy quickly. So, Dancing Shadows and Silent Force. As for you, we can Iron Bulwark and Giant Club him. Keep it simple. Well, that heals our poison, which we're immediately going to get back, but at least we're not going to have poison on us when the next guy hits. We may as well get the shield and... Well, I don't think we need the strengthen. We're not going to roll a ×0. So we can step in and grab some more money. Nasty Viper doing Viper things. Let's use ring on that. Armor of the Night, Wings of the Night. And over here, Crippling Bow. That'll shoot him. And let's keep moving. Scroll of Lightning. We'll move and get some money. We've definitely got the time to be able to move around and grab stuff. So if we start moving back all the way right now with Hastened Step, we can loot this room and leave the Nightshroud to loot this area. Let's do that. Okay, so Nightshroud, first things first. Just get the attack on. Great. Don't go for that. We're going to bring you back down for this one. And that means over the back, we are legging it to try and get as much as possible before we move into the next room. Now that I know what I'm doing, long rest, that will clear up your poison. We need to move 3. Do we? There's a move 3. Really nice. I would love to use Reforge this turn, but it's not going to give us any benefit. It would give us one more turn, but we'd have to stop moving in order to do it. Whereas if we move 3 this turn and move 2 next turn, yeah, we're still in good places. Sharpening Kit, Scroll of Judgment, that'll heal us up. Put down here. Skip the stun because there's no one to stun. And I think let's lose Silent Force. Now we could be really cheeky here. We can do Grim Sustenance and then Dancing Shadows to loot this and then run over here and grab that. Quartermaster, we're going to move you up to here. No one to push, unfortunately. We will reforge and give you back your drill. you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll be most of the way back in. And that's going to be on the way-ish. Or that's going to be on the way. Let's come down and grab this. I think we can do a short rest on the Quartermaster, as long as we don't lose haste step. Oh, I don't want to lose Reforged, but at the same time, I don't want to risk losing haste step. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, I prefer to do 2 3s to get over to that. So let's say Scroll of Judgment and Giant Club for right now. I think we should move the Nightshroud into the next room. Start things moving forwards a bit. So what have we got in here? We have a Viper Elite. We have a Living Spirit, 2 Living Spirits, and we have a Bone Ranger. So I would love to be out of sight and invisible, but I don't think we're going to manage that. So we'll just have to tuck ourselves round, let the enemy come to us a little bit. Might have been better for me to stay in the doorway, actually. But there's always going to be questions around things like that. Okay, we want to go as slow as possible back here. You're an elite, so we wouldn't be able to kill you with Spirit of the Night anyway. But we could still use Spirit of the Night and Black Arrow go slowly and get a shot on someone. I think that'll have some value to it. Scroll of Lightning will move us in 1, 2, 3 to grab this. And if we're going slowly enough, there might be something in range for us to shoot. Definitely potential. Just out of range, though. We're definitely going to be able to use our drill on these guys. At least once we will. We could be really cheeky and do a regular attack and just go invisible. This does have the advantage of sticking a curse out, though. Okay, short rest. Ooh, don't want to lose Spirits of the Night, but I think we're in a fine place for taking the rest of these guys out. Let's get another Black Arrow out, and Doomed Breeze move in and curse them. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Hasten Step will get us right up next to these guys, and Iron Bulwark will be a decent hit. So let's try and keep going quickly. Let's see who the threats are this turn. So you're going to do a little bit of poison attack. Not too bad. You're going to be doing ranged attack on everyone, so that's annoying. And you're healing people, which is doubly annoying. Target 2. Ugh. Well, let's try and kill one of these guys at least. Okay, that's good. Step on in. Get a curse out. Quartermaster. You can make it all the way up here. Let's use your drill. Well, the drilling is good. Like it. And we may as well poison this guy. He's returned the poison to us. Bit of a shame, but these things happen. We can keep him engaged, probably. With just some solid fighting. But we could also go 1, 2, 3, have a stab, and then Grim Sustenance to loot. Quite like that. Short rest. Using Scroll of Judgment, but that's fine. Iron Bulwark and Giant Club. Let's bosh him. So Nightshroud coming up this way. And push him back into the trap. We may as well use the loot while we're here, but I'm going to want to use it there again next turn. So it might end up needing to do a short rest. If we don't kill this snake right now. Hey, he's still with us. What do you know? Okay, we need to get ourselves on the middle. We're not going to... We're actually... Let's short rest. Doomed Freeze, yeah, that's fine. So we're going to use Dancing Shadows to move up to there, Grim Sustenance to loot, which means you can do your murder. Oh, you're not going to be able to pick that up now. Do I care about the last 3? I might not. Hasten Step, Scroll of Lightning. Let's just get him done. We've got 39 gold already, so it's going pretty well. Skip the attack. Up to 48 gold. And here, just in case the first one misses. Lovely. Can't move, unfortunately. So the rest of it is just waiting. Victory! Now that you've driven out snake and skeleton alike, you've finally taken your surroundings. Nothing is left in the vault save green puddles with a horrific smell. Following the smell to its source, you find a barely human-sized hole in the room's corner, soaked in green goo, which leads back up into the streets of Demon's Gate. Seems our trail has gone cold. I'll take some of this and go back to the Enchantress. Maybe she'll know something about it. Well, that went really well. The Quartermaster is just so versatile. And the quest is complete, which means we have another perk. I've studied the green substance you retrieved from the vault. It only folds at the cage. Inside a cave the locals believe to be hexed. First an empty ancient vault, now a cursed cave. You know these are the places we're paid to enter, right? Okay, well, let's put in our brand spanking new perk. We could start going for the refresh item cards. Although we don't have many things that are multi-use. I mean, the chainmail, yes. The winged shoes, yes. But the stamina potion gets used, the remote spider gets used, and the ancient drill gets used. So that's less useful than probably the technique or the heighten. Let's do heighten. That's always going to be useful to us. But I think that is going to be it for this episode. Next time we have another Quartermaster quest to go after, so we'll look at that. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.